excited to be part of this event today. So this panel is fascinating. Identities in Crisis, Cases of Christianities Across Asia. 5 different places in the Asian context to think about Christian identity, with 5 top-rate scholars from different parts of Asia who I'll introduce as they get up to speak. But I'd just like to say at the beginning that this session is in itself worthwhile, and thank you so much for coming to hear these, what will be, I think, very bracing and wonderful papers. But it's also part of a larger initiative. Of course, everybody here knows that Christianity has long been established across Asia, and that's not news. It's not something that we didn't know before. But recently, there was the Oxford Handbook of Christianity in Asia, a monumental volume that came out showing that in theology, philosophy, the arts, politics, society, and so on, there's this wonderful expanse of ways of thinking about Christianity across this formidable realm called Asia, from the West Asia, Palestine, Israel, all the way to Japan, Vietnam, Philippines, and so on. So this major project that caused many headaches along the way. But now there's the new journal, the International Journal of Christianity in Asia, being published by Brill, that we're also kind of kicking off and marking today. And so I'd like at the beginning to do 2 things, to say that because we'll be kicking off the journal, there is going to be a reception across the street, basically, at the Back Bay Social Club after this. Free food, free drink, everybody's invited to come over and toast the new journal. I'll mention this again at the end, but the Back Bay Social Club, you can look it up on your phone if you want. It's very close by. And then secondly, I'd just like to say, before turning to our speakers, who will have about 15 to 18 minutes each, at about 16 minutes, I'll remind them that they have 2 minutes left. So that will give us enough time for some discussion in our fairly short 2-hour period. But having mentioned the Oxford Handbook and the International Journal of Christianity in Asia, the key person for this is Father Professor Felix Wilfred, for many years the Professor of Christian Studies at the University of Madras, and now the founder and director of the Asian Center for Cross-Cultural Studies in Madras or Chennai. And I'd just like to point out Felix and how happy you have your leadership here. Would you like to add any words at the beginning, just to say hello to people? Yeah, please.
Frank, about the journal itself, I will say more at the end, but only a word, as Frank said, about the genesis of this panel, because we didn't want to make the launching of the journal merely a formality. We want to also substantially contribute, take this occasion of the panel. Therefore, a rich, group of panelists are here, so that there's a real contribution coming on the occasion of the release of this journal. And this panel, we wanted one panel, so applied for 2, hoping that we'll get 1. But luckily we got both the panels, and one of them was yesterday. It was in a way launching of this issue. And I already in advance thank Frank for his efforts to all these formalities of the AAR go through. It was very helpful. When he came for a lecture on the 9th in our institute, 9th of January, we planned for this, and we are very happy that it has come to fruition. Very happy day. Thanks, Frank.
Okay. So on this kind of inaugural event, we have substantive papers. There will be no formal respondent, and will not tax Felix with that duty. But I will, after the 5th speaker, invite Felix to come up and say more, perhaps some reactions to the papers, and then to do something to kind of officially release the first issue of the journal. So because people are coming and going, I'll introduce each speaker only when he is getting up to speak. So our first speaker is Chandra Mallampalli, who's the Fletcher Jones Foundation Chair and Professor of History at Westmont College. His publications include Race, Religion, and Law in Colonial India, Trials of an Interracial Family, 2011, Muslim Conspiracy in British India, ? Politics and Paranoia in Early 19th Century Deccan, and that's Cambridge 2017. Today he will speak to us on the topic, Dalit Christian Reservations, a live debate with colonial moorings. So let us welcome Chandra Mallampalli as our first speaker.
Which occasioned this rich input. First, thank you all of you who have come here for this panel, taking time. You had many other choice, but you came here to attend this. In a very special way, all these luminaries, scholars, all the 6 of them, they're not